tolerance is key to our human capital. So we can attract the best people, and we can provide a high quality of life for the best people, with the best ideas from anywhere in the world, because we're tolerant and open, and we have an aspiration, I should say, to be a tolerant and open city. We called ourselves a city too busy to hate, and we now aspire to be a city that isn't too busy to love, so that people can really feel welcome and be a part of our community. I think Houston also had a very sort of quiet approach to desegregation. There wasn't, the violence here that you saw in some other southern communities, the resistance. I think that we have to, continue to sort of work at understanding each other, expanding stakeholders. I think, Houston has had had a gay woman mayor. They've had African American mayors. So the diversity of leadership has been accepted. So I think it's, I think some of what we have to realize is that embrace of diversity is a critical part of our success. It's not a nice thing to do. It is the thing that has made for the growth and prosperity and strength of these communities. And so we have to really keep at it and keep getting better at it, and until we don't have the inequality that we still see, that still does have some of a racial overlay, but that we really work at making sure that everybody's a part of our social fabric, our cultural life, and certainly our economic life.
In the clinic at the University of Houston, we have a civil practice clinic, we have an immigration clinic, consumer law clinic, a transactional clinic, and a mediation clinic, and those clinics work with live clients. We also have a criminal defense clinic.
The death penalty clinic that we run here is, I think, unique, certainly in Texas. There are other schools in Texas that have death penalty clinics where students work on cases, but I think our program is unique both in terms of the variety of cases we work on and also in terms of the volume of cases that we work on.
The participation of our students in the clinic is very, very valuable for them, because they're able to basically do things that an attorney would do in practice, and they're only second year or third year in law school. So that's something that we have students that have won asylum appeals, have won, gone to federal court, and gone to the Fifth Circuit, for example, or even the Supreme Court. And there are attorneys who've been practicing for 5, 10, 20 years who've never done that.
Another great aspect of our program is that students are not limited to only working in the greater Houston area. While there are hundreds of opportunities for students to work here, they can also choose to work somewhere outside of the city, whether it's in another part of the state, another part of the country, or even overseas.
Well, I started off with the immigration clinic, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. And after a few months, I've been having a blast representing clients who are indigent and arguing in court.
The Environment, Energy, and Natural Resource program at the University of Houston Law Center is focused on the overlap of energy and environmental law. The focus is to help students be able to move into and practice both energy or environmental law in areas that Houston is unparalleled as a ground to learn in.
Being located in the energy capital of the world gives us an opportunity to bring together students that are very interested in energy with those people that are actually on the cutting edge of energy development.
We have full-time faculty members that teach in this area and are also renowned scholars in this area. And then we are able to take advantage of being here in Houston, which has a very sophisticated legal market, very sophisticated practitioners who are basically volunteering their time to come and share with our students the latest developments, trends, and practices in environmental and energy law. We teach approximately 25 or more courses every year in environmental and energy law.
The opportunities that faculty provide us with and professors, they arrange various types of events. They invite speakers. They let us meet people from the industry that you would never meet, like on the street or anywhere. So they're all gathered in one room here, and you have opportunity to talk to them, to meet them, and to make connections.
What sparked my interest in ENER, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources, is that I feel that there are a lot of opportunities out there for employment, as well as it's the next area where they're going to need a lot of attorneys to help with the energy concerns of the future.
The University of Houston has an amazing program because we marry excellent faculty with the excellent industry leaders that are in this city, with a critical mass of energetic and exciting students. And when we bring those components together, we can create a forum to discuss the energy demands that the world has in a way that gets our students an opportunity to think about how to be industry leaders and to be responsible industry leaders so that environmental concerns and sustainable energy can be achieved for the next generation.
The University of Houston Law Center Health Law and Policy Institute is one of the nation's leading programs in health law. We've been ranked in the U.S. News Top 10 Health Law programs for the past 15 years. So we have a very long-standing legacy. We seek to bring together students, faculty, and members of the community to work on cutting-edge issues related to health law and policy, both in the state of Texas and in the country.
Knowing health law just opens so many doors. You can get into compliance, you can get an in-house counsel position, you can get involved in research. There's all sorts of things that knowing health law and having that basis allows you to go forward into.
Houston is a fantastic place to study health law. We have the Texas Medical Center with leading medical research. We have tons of healthcare professionals and providers, and we also have the opportunity to provide jobs for our students when they graduate.
I was able to do a fellowship in the spring at the Texas Senate. So I was at the Capitol of the state of Texas for 5 months, working on bills that related to telemedicine, telehealth, working on bills that helped families and children in this state, and I love that. The proximity of the school to the Texas Medical Center allows for a lot of exciting collaborations and projects. I was really encouraged and supported in my efforts to branch out and to do great things outside of the classroom.
The University of Houston Law Center Health Law and Policy Institute has a leading scholarly reputation. Our faculty produces over 24 publications per year. We are covered in top media outlets, including the New York Times and the Houston Chronicle, and we have a well-regarded reputation around the country.
Are we dreaming now?
What's more modern than that? Are we done with our time travel? I don't have peace with it. I'm sorry.
All right, so Bohemian instead. All right, cool.
Star Wars. I know. Duel of Fates.
Duel of the Fates? This looks like a Star Warsy crowd. Or May the Force?
Now let's grab the armed forces salute. They like the patriotic. I'm way too scared to play. The thing is, I'm pretty sure this audience would totally dig some Star Wars.
I thought this audience would be totally into the Dream On, man.
I don't care what.
It's that generation. Like the
If
parents
I didn't know that the group from last year got fired for some unknown reason.
I thought it was about the insurance.
Maybe it was playing Aerosmith. You don't know. They may have played the wrong song. You know what? They played the prequel music. You have to play the original. Yeah.
There we go.
It's like, no.
So we're doing armed forces?
Yeah, let's do armed forces. But it's a 4-pager according to mine. Yeah, I got 4. Watch out for transitions. And there's something funky at the end on the last page.
I hope so.
Like literally or just problematic? It's somebody marked out something at the ending. Just play it all the way to the end. Just ignore
if
any
someone
marks
marked
you have on the
anything
last
out,
page.
ignore.
Oh yeah, I have an optional cut for 3 bars.
No. Don't.
Just play what's
Read the original ink, yeah.
Okay? Cut. Ready? Yeah. 1, 2. transitions are real quick.
Yes, they are. It's good though.
You guys can you draw it out a little longer? El Capitan.
How does this go? March. Whoa. It goes from 6/8 to 2/4.
You read my contract. I got a no March clause. Do you have ooms or pause? You got the ooms. You got.
What's the triplet? So he's got
things. We got some 6/8 upbeats. We got some 2/4 upbeats.
It has everything.
Let's do all second endings. Let's do all second endings.
Second endings? Okay.
Straight down the page. All second endings. One, two. America the Beautiful, back of the...
That was kind of nice. It was a nice contrast.
Oh, that's the
it was good.
from the... which was that? Back of the Time Travel. Last song in Time Travel.
I like that guy's arrangement. Yeah. I like his style.
How do you say it? Yari?
Yari?
And that should bring us right up to 9 o'clock. And then have Aida ready.
So we're doing America the Beautiful? Is that
America the Beautiful, measure 3. Aida, Star Spangled Banner.
All right.
I'm not going to play, we're not going to play anything else, even if there's a break. We're just going to win.
Starting bar 3.
Starting on bar 3, Colin's got it.
Do you also have a pickup note? You sneaky little devil.
I don't like to make a big deal about it, though. I think I'm not that kind of guy.
See, if I talk about it, then it's not organic.
You got it.
laptop, then do the
bring
review.
in like the faculty. If all goes well, like the faculty would get this little fanfare and the students get the loop.
The bars that we're competing again is pick up to what, 29?
Pick up to 29 and
Keep back from
right
50, turn that into 3 beats.
right.
instead of
50 is like the first and second ending. First ending is dotted half note. Second ending is take her home.
Oh, right. Oh, that's what I was confused. We're adding long notes. We're adding
Adding it in 50, right?
Yeah, adding a long note to 50 and then
Well,
pick up to
9 o'clock.
Gotcha.
Oh, I can rush you in. You say 5 minutes and they say 5 minutes.
I can make it in the middle of the thing, right?
Yeah, I don't want to start playing another song and then.
I mean, usually the brass group leaves during the actual thing and it comes back for the end, but sometimes not. So to answer your question, oh,
I think we're gonna go.
Well, yeah.
That's it? Yeah. I got the Mark Spears and other business. I gotta kind of, it's going away today. Yeah. I have a wedding to go to later. And the bride specifically.
we just got the signal.
Got the thumbs up. That's next up. From the top with the loop. 1, 2.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a glorious day. Welcome. I'm Len Baines. I'm the 9th Dean of the University of Houston Law Center, and it's a true honor to welcome you to the Convocation exercises for the class of 2016. Or as I could say, is Houston in the house? We are now going to please stand and continue standing and join me in singing of the national anthem by our own Kate Gelati. Kate.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Kate. That was wonderful. Graduates, on behalf, and why don't we sit? Graduates, on behalf of the entire law school community, I want to let you know how much we have enjoyed teaching you and how much we look forward to following your career success. Over the course of my deanship, I have focused on what I've called the power of legal education and how the Law Center embodies that power and bestows on each of you that power. You're graduating today from a powerhouse law school. We are ranked 50th by U.S. News and World Report. We have 3 programs in U.S. News and World Report's top 10. Our health law program is number 2 in the country. Our intellectual property program is number 8 in the country. And our part-time program is tied for number 6 in the country. There can be applause for that. On the February bar exam, we ranked number 1. Our graduates did incredibly well on that exam. And one of our graduates, Christina, are you here, Christina White? She scored number 2 on the exam over thousands of people who took the exam. Christine, where are you? You make us proud, Christina. Graduates, you have been taught by some of the best law school professors in the country who have fundamentally changed and transformed each of one of you to think like a lawyer. You have learned to write more precisely, to analyze more rigorously, to advocate more persuasively, and to uphold the highest standards of the legal profession. And you can now take those tools to transform the world by representing individual clients to secure justice for them, and by providing the legal architecture of every global, national, social, political, and economic movements. Lawyers have always been in the forefront of all movements and all actions with respect to our society, whether it's been civil rights or women's rights, marriage equality, tort reform, tax reform, deregulation of industry. Ultimately, lawyers have all been there. And they have found justice and sought justice for their individual client, whoever their client may be, whether the client is a victim of domestic violence, whether the client is an immigrant at our shores seeking asylum, whether the client is a businesswoman or businessman trying to get a fair deal in a fair merger. Lawyers are always there. Moreover, the power of legal education enables you as graduates to maybe transform your own individual circumstances and advance in social mobility. Some of you may have heard me say that legal education is like buying a house in a really good neighborhood. It is likely always to continue to appreciate in value. And we at the law school are very proud to see that and welcome you into our alumni network. This investment is likely to grow over time. It's important for you to see the long-term value of your law degree. We are so proud of all your accomplishments today. We want to congratulate you, each and every one of you, and look forward to hearing about your great future and the things that I know that you will be doing in the future. To the audience, family and friends, parents and spouses, children and brothers and sisters and cousins and everyone who's here, we want to thank you for all the support that you've given our students. We know that this journey is often a journey of not just one, you're proud of them obviously, but it's a journey of the village, the family, all who have supported all of you during this period of time. And let me assure you that your investment in your family and your friends is worthwhile. That someday these students, these graduating students here, will be as prominent as so many of our alums that I've met in so many different places across the world. And our alums, our graduates, have been prominent lawyers, community leaders, judges, professors, and have been maybe someday a dean. So one of you can aspire to be whatever you want to be with the University of Houston Law degree. And these opportunities, again, could unfold only with the support of family and friends. And they are here to celebrate with you today at a time where they can share this blessing among you. So family and friends, are you proud of your children and family members? I think they're proud of you, graduates. And now it's with great pleasure that I introduce this distinguished guests who have joined us today. Starting with our faculty of the Law Center. Thank you for your ongoing support and dedication to our students. Please stand and be recognized. I would also like to recognize Peter Taff, who's the University of Houston System Regent, who is with us today. Regent Taff is one of our own, a Law Center graduate in the class of 1997, and a partner at the Busby Law Firm. Garrett Yugi is the University of Houston System Regent, is also here with us. Garrett was appointed by Governor Greg Abbott to serve a one-year term as a student regent, and he will be graduating from the Law Center class today, the class of 2016. Garrett, please stand. I would also like to recognize our own professor, Michael Olivas, who is now interim president of UH Downtown Campus. He was, or is, the Williams Bates Distinguished Professor of Law at the Law Center. Michael Olivas. Also joining us today is State Representative Armando Wally. As I was joking with Representative Wally, I met him in the parking lot when I first started. Even before I started, he said, "I'm a state representative, I'm a student." He graduated from the class of 2015. Representative Wally, thank you so much for joining us. We're also pleased to welcome our Convocation speaker and the ABA president, Paulette Brown, and we'll be hearing from her shortly. And joining us from the Bauer College of Business is John Williams, who will be our joint JD and MBA students. John. We're also pleased to have Richard Whiteley here. He's the president of the UH Law Alumni Association and a graduate of the class of 1999 and a partner of the Bracewell LLP firm. I also like to acknowledge all our professional staff who worked on behalf of the Law Center all year. Please stand and be recognized. And lastly, our law school owes its growing national, international prominence to our alumni. If you are alumni of the Law Center, would you please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you for all your support. New graduates, as you press ahead with your careers, I encourage each of you to become active members of the Law Center community. Our success and our success stories are intertwined, and each of you and your individual achievements will reflect on the law school and add to its standing. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce our Convocation speaker, Paulette Brown. I've known Paulette Brown for a few years. I first met her when I was fortunate to win the ABA prize for our pipeline program, the Alexander Award. And then when I was at St. John's, she was a speaker at a conference that we held that celebrated the 40th anniversary of the Title VII. Paulette Brown is president of the American Bar Association and a partner at the law firm of Locke Lord LLP. She's held a number of leadership positions within the ABA. She's been a member of the ABA House of Delegates since 1997, is a former member of the ABA Board of Governors and its executive committee, as well as its Governor's Commission. At Locke Lord's Morristown, New Jersey office, she focuses on all facets of labor and employment and commercial litigation, and also serves on the firm-wide Diversity and Inclusion Committee. She's held many positions throughout her career, including in-house counsel to a number of Fortune 500 companies and as a municipal court judge. Brown has been recognized by the National Law Journal as one of the 50 most influential minority lawyers in America, and by the New Jersey Law Journal as one of the most prominent women and minority attorneys in the state of New Jersey. She has received the New Jersey Medal from the New Jersey State Bar Foundation and currently serves on its board of trustees. Brown has repeatedly been named as a New Jersey super lawyer and by U.S. News as one of the best lawyers in America in the area of commercial litigation. In 2009, Brown was a recipient of the Spirit of Excellence Award from the ABA Commission on Racial and Ethnic Diversity in the Profession. In 2011, she was honored by the Margaret Brent Women Lawyers of Achievement Award by the ABA Commission on Women in the Profession. Brown, who also served as president of the National Bar Association from 1993 to 1994, received the NBA's highest honor, the C. Francis Stratford Award in 2015. She earned her JD from Seton Hall University School of Law and her BA from Howard University. In addition, she is a stalwart person. She is, today she came in on a flight that arrived at 12:15 a.m. this morning, didn't get her luggage until 1 a.m., didn't get to the hotel until 2 a.m., had difficulty getting here to get into this space today, and she's here. And so we're very delighted that she is so intrepid. So let me introduce the intrepid Paulette Brown.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. And so now I have a new name. But you know, when you learn to, as you will, overcome a number of different things when you've gone to segregated schools and you never know that you'll get to be the first woman of color to be president of the ABA in 137 years. So you get to be a little intrepid, I suppose. But thank you, Dean Baines, for that really kind introduction. I really have to remember that. And thank you, distinguished guests of the University of Houston Law Center, all of the distinguished dais guests. It's a real privilege for me to be a part of such an exciting milestone for today's graduates, their families, and their loved ones. And so really a special tribute, not just to you graduates, to all of those people who help you get across the finish line. Dean Baines, you have brought with you to Houston such a fine tradition of innovative leadership. The center, as a result, is making great strides in diversity and inclusion, access and opportunity in the legal profession. You set a great example for your students and in particular, your newly minted lawyers. I could really go on and on and on talking about how fabulous you are and all the wonderful things that you're doing here at the Law Center, but really, the thing is that it's really not about you today. And it's not about me. We're really here for a singular purpose, to celebrate the 2016 graduates of the University of Houston Law Center. If I can say so, if I can be so bold, I would like to say I am so very proud of you. You should be reveling in the moments. And I want to invite you not to think about the bar exam today. I want you to just celebrate today and just celebrate you. You're here, you worked hard, you've persevered, and you honor the profession today when you cross the stage and collect your law degree, which I want you to know is so much more than just a fancy piece of paper. It gives you power, and with the power that it's given you, it comes with it great responsibility. Lawyers help open opportunities and possibilities for women, people of color, and other ethnicities, and those with disabilities, with different sexual orientations, and importantly, for those who lack financial resources. Last year, your dean told broadcast journalist Soledad O'Brien that the beauty of the law is that it adapts, evolves, and changes to societal trends. I know I said I wasn't going to say anything else about him, but like you, and so many of you, I am a first in my family to graduate from college and from law school. And I thought, and I believe that there is no other occupation in America that supplies a greater proportion of leaders, which you are now one. Being a lawyer is a noble and rewarding profession where you can make an immediate difference in people's lives and that of a larger community. This is what you have been trained to become. Now more than ever, we need our lawyers to lead. Nearly half of young Americans believe that the U.S. justice system is biased. They do not believe that it is treated fairly. And the poll that was taken asking this question is really not surprising because there's been no recent shortage of events to compel people to question the fairness of the justice system. When you think about all of the different things that have happened in the many different urban areas to so many names that have become familiar with us like Freddie Gray and Tamir Rice and Sandra Bland, and we think about all of those people who live in poverty. These are just more than tragic victims of questionable criminal justice practices. They are the casualties of a broken justice system, the cracks of which run wide and deep. The truth is that the rule of law does not exist for some people in this country, especially for the poor and for people of color. Brian Stevenson has said the opposite of poverty is not wealth. In too many places, the opposite of poverty is justice. From divorce cases and custody cases to foreclosures and evictions, many poor and low-income Texans of all races frequently lack the assistance they need to navigate the legal system properly. As a lawyer, and yes you are, or you will be in a few moments, you know how to navigate the legal system. You have skills to combat some of the challenges to justice in Texas or wherever you may go. And there are challenges. In Texas, for example, there are not enough lawyers to help people with the lack of means to pay for representation. And this is in spite of the fact that the state bar has stepped up and provided $1.1 million to help in civil litigation for low-income families. And so there are approximately 11,000 Texans who qualify for low-paid legal services, but less than 20% actually receive the services. And so as a lawyer, you have an opportunity and a responsibility to make sure that you do everything that you can to improve this situation. Thanks to the University of Houston Law Center, you have the tools to make the world a better, more fair, and inclusive place. As law students, you've already started to make the difference. And so you understand, as Charles Hamilton Houston said, that you must be social engineers and not parasites on society. As I look across this room, I know that you all are social engineers, and you will make sure that justice comes to everyone in a fair and meaningful manner. And so you are examples, and you will set the examples just as the alum who have come before you have done, and you will be great leaders in our society. But I have to tell you, it may not be easy. It may not be easy because we are living in transformative times. Our country and our world is changing rapidly. Technology is changing how we interact. Demographic shifts are redefining priorities, and anger and a lack of civility and empathy seem to be consuming us. While it is good to let the passion for change inspire us, we cannot let it consume us. It is critical that we, and this now means you, ensure that the legal profession becomes more diverse. The legal profession in the United States is the least diverse profession of any comparable profession. 88% of lawyers are white. But I know that this law center is trying to change that dynamic. Retention of women in law firms is still almost, and people of color is non-existent. We must do better. It's important for the health of the legal system and for the health of our society that our profession more closely reflect the demographic that makes up our country. Too many Americans are refused access to justice. Our public defender system is crumbling in many cities. Too many of our constitutional rights, including one of the most precious, the right to vote, remain under attack. These are real issues that need real answers. They need real leaders, smart, innovative, optimistic leaders. They need lawyers. They need you. Before I conclude, I'd like to leave you with a few words of advice. You already have demonstrated that you are fearless. You know that what success means to each of you. No one can define it for you or define who you are. Only you can do that. You have come this far without limitations being imposed on you by others, and importantly, you have not imposed any limitations on yourself. That speaks well for you and for your future. These are daunting times, but these are times that are full of possibilities and opportunities. Be prepared and leave nothing to chance. Don't wait for your ship to come in, row out and get it. And meet those waves and open ocean-sized opportunities. Please know adversity has been a hallmark of many great people. You have the power to rebuild confidence in our nation's justice system. With your law degrees, you can make a difference in improving access to justice for all. I look to each and every one of you to restore and strengthen our nation's confidence in our judicial system. All of your hard work at the University of Houston Law Center these past 3 years has prepared you for success. Seize this opportunity. Do great things. Savor this accomplishment, but then get to work. It is your time. The time is now. You are powerful beyond measure. You are the catalyst of change. As Barack Obama said when he was running for president in 2008, change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change we seek. I am so pleased that today I can call you my colleagues and welcome you to the legal profession. Thank you and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, President Brown. The formal conferral of degrees will take place at the university-wide commencement ceremony tonight at 7 at the TDECU Stadium. Retired astronaut Captain Scott Kelly, who holds the American record for most time in orbit, will deliver the commencement address. All graduates and their families are invited to attend. We will now proceed to the hooding part of the ceremony. Hooding ceremonies date back to the Middle Ages, when the first universities came into being. Today, there are special recognition for master's or doctoral degree candidates. During this part of the ceremony, a faculty member places a hood over the head of a graduate, signifying successful completion of the graduate program. Here to assist with this year's hooding are law professors Meredith Duncan, Douglas Small, and John Williams from the Bauer School of Business will hood our joint JD MBA graduates. A few students will be hooded by a family member who's also a law school graduate. And to read the names of the graduates are Law Center staff members Peggy Fortner, Courtney James Perry, Allison Reagan, and Sandra Tennessee. During the hooding, we will also confer Distinguished Service Awards to certain graduates. These awards, which are voted on by faculty and staff, are given to students for outstanding service to the institution and their fellow students. The individuals receiving these awards will be identified today as they are recognized. So can the hooders come forward and everyone in place? And I think I'm supposed to be over there.
Jose Abreu Blesa, International Law and Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Jose Javier Amezcua. Noel Bagua, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Pearl Mayday Baden, Health Law. Aida Bavchek, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Seitan Barara, Intellectual Property and Information Law. Wasim Balaje, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Marlene Ingrid Bovell, Foreign Scholars. Mario Buckley, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Giovandra Quejera de Almade Nacho. Alexander Cruzes de Quintana, Intellectual Property and Information Law. Gladen Frazes, International Law. Daniel Delgado, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Mejean Debussier de Yon, International Law. Matilda El Hakim Nofal, Foreign Scholars. Enrique Febres, Foreign Scholars. Roberta Bajaroto, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Claire Fielding, Foreign Scholars. Anthony Andres Garcia, Tax Law. Emily Elizabeth Grady, Health Law. Tarita Guimaras, International Law. Rodolfo Valentin Gutierrez Garcia, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Clay Holly, Health Law. Harmeet Kaur, International Law. Oluwaluban Otole Falaye, Intellectual Property and Information Law. Carmen Sepam Kozmala, Foreign Scholars. Radhika Krishna, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Anna Gehermina Kyberg, Foreign Scholars. Michelle Lee Lopez, International Law. Alice da Silva Lima Lupchik, Foreign Scholars. Catherine Irene Mondenga, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Adriana Madescu. Christian Mello, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Melba Melton, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Lina Mendez, International Law. Paola Mendense, International Law. Dasha Makisionak, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Luis Miranda, International Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Sylve Mo, Foreign Scholars. Sana Muhammad, Foreign Scholars. Raymer Mujica Pareja, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Law. Adefunke Mukoro, Tax Law. Chikuma Njike, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Sonia Norua, International Law and Health Law. Alan Jamero Okecho. Clement Achuamaka Okika, International Law. Amatashiro Omashuli, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Law. Owakwe Awuchakwa, Foreign Scholars. Diana Marcella Ortiz Ray, Intellectual Property and Information Law. Zoe Pearl Ovia, International Law. Edgar Pachaco, Foreign Scholars. Cynthia Paz Ramos, Foreign Scholars. Adi Swapin, Health Law. Enriqueta Perez Abdelatif, International Law. Felicia Ramcharan Salzman, International Law. Paloma Rice Pinheiro Santana, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Law. Claire Safer, Tax Law. Anna Saba Colares, International Law. Saida Sharipova, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Ashitha Shiaz, Foreign Scholars. Lilia Veronica Silva, Foreign Scholars. Najee Soto Macaño, International and Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Rodrigo Vasquez del Mercado, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Nancy Venus Salazar, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources. Valeria Williams, Tax Law. Molly Susan Yingling, Intellectual Property and Information Law.
Candidates for Doctor of Jurisprudence. Mustafa Hussein Abdelatif. Nick Abraham, magna cum laude. Justin Adkins. Akinbayoji Autunanda Akinbola. Nimroz Nazar. Samin Ali. Nathan Wesley Alsbrooks. Connor Lowell Ambrosini. Nasser Anala. Ryan Daniel Ashcraft. John Paul Avant III. Michael Evan Azari. Rosemeen Badrudin. Natasha Bari. Emily Ann Bance, magna cum laude. Cornelius Fitzpatrick Banta, Jr., cum laude. Gabriela Maria Barake Batali. Andrew Paul Barber. Ariana Priscilla Savetra Barker. Fabiana M. Baum. Isabella Mendoza Belchior. Laura Caitlin Belinsky. Eric Frank Bourne. Roy Ryan Branch. Christopher James Brown. Nicholas Brown. Travis Bryan. Leah Elizabeth Bunick, cum laude and recipient of the Distinguished Service Award. Mark David Virgin. Haley Burnside. Marcus Burnside. Timothy John Bussey. Richard Randolph Carson. Taylor Carter. Catherine Marie Cartwright. Amanda Lee Catalani. Paul Joseph Cataldo, Jr. Shelby Lynn Catney. Martha Burrows Chase. Kyle Michael Chandler. Sinya Chang. Catherine Jean Chapman. Megan M. Charles. Ved Chitali. Joshua Thomas Christopher. James Crispin Clark, being hooded by his father, Doug Clark, class of 1973. Jamie Cole. Terrence Joseph Coleman. Michelle E. Collins. Courtney Libby Cox. Madison Elise Cox. Melanie Catherine Crouch, summa cum laude. Rebecca Marie Kutri Cohart, summa cum laude and a recipient of the Distinguished Service Award. Danielle Dari. Trenton Daniel David, cum laude. Christy Davis, magna cum laude. Russell Brandon Davis II. Caroline Grace Dinges. Kyle Thomas Darty, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Figueres. Stacy Lauren Fisher. Brian Flynn, cum laude. Mara Frey Friesen. Angeline Julie Galvan, cum laude, receiving a Juris Doctorate from the UH Law Center and the University of Calgary. Michael H. Garatoni. Rico M. Garcia. Michael Halston Guzman. Daniel Joseph Garrett. Alyssa Simone Lal Gibson. Taylor Elise Giselle, magna cum laude. Alessandra Elizabeth Grace, magna cum laude. Claudia Rose Grant.
Rebecca Dunford Grant. Colin Dane Green. Matthew Stewart Halpin. Adiana Guerrero Hamilton. Maya Grace Hamwee. Larry Hargrave. David T. Harris. Jeremy A. Hayes. Shayla Hezretchi, magna cum laude. Vladi Ivanova Hennessy. Logan Elizabeth Henriksen. James Andrew Holcomb. Tyrus Hausch. Stephanie Xiaotian Hong, cum laude. Garrett Harrison Hui, magna cum laude. Martuza Hussein, receiving a Juris Doctorate from the UH Law Center and an MBA from the Bauer College of Business. John Lin Wong. Nathan Eugene Inuria. Ochuko Alexandra Isakaru, cum laude. Rainisha Brickell Jackson. Munira Jasani, magna cum laude. Amar Joya. Jennifer Jurgens. Aaron Juvenal, cum laude. Stephanie C. Kahn. John Hagop Kentarjian. Joel Karam. Ashley Michelle Kellum. Sarah Jane Kelly, cum laude. Gregory Charles King, being headed by his parents, Gregory C. King Sr. and Lee Ann King, class of 1985. Cameron Roy Clement. Jennifer Krikorian. Dasha Kolyanovich, magna cum laude. Brandon Lane Cura. James Patrick Lamy. Stephanie Rose Ledesma. Andrea Dawn Levy. Christopher Lee Limbacher, summa cum laude. Bianca Lopez. Gabriela Lopez Campion. Logan Colin Lorson, cum laude. Melissa Susan McNeil, recipient of this Distinguished Service Award. Jordan Kindred Mandel. William Burdette Marshall. Lauren Jean Masulo. Dara Lee Matina. Charles Stephen Mall, magna cum laude, receiving a Juris Doctorate from UH Law Center and an MBA from Bauer College of Business. Zachary E. MacArthur. Charles Austin McFarling. Aaron E. Mitchell, magna cum laude. Kenneth Mitchell. Lee Yi Moneypenny. Patrick Moneypenny. Garrett Moore. Michael Cody Moore. Nicholas Ryan Morales. Emily Nicole Mott, cum laude. Barira Munchie, cum laude. Grace Mary Murphy, being hooded by her father, George Murphy, class of 1989. Rashawn Maurice Murrow. Diane LaRue Myers, magna cum laude, being hooded by her spouse, Ryan C. Myers, class of 2013. Kevin Christopher Navetta, cum laude. Megan Ball Neal. Laura Elizabeth Nelson. Viet Q. Nguyen. Dylan Bruce Norton. Jeremy Oman. Cal Patrick O'Farrell, receiving a Juris Doctorate from UH Law Center and an MBA from Bauer College of Business. Wesley Reese O'Farrell. Albert Ortiz, recipient of the Distinguished Service Award. Misha Paltievich. Hannah Parham. Charles Thomas Martin Pendergraft, receiving a Juris Doctorate from UH Law Center and an MBA from Bauer College of Business.
David Purnell. Brittany Louise Casada. Joseph Aaron Casada. Ruben Ramon Ramirez. Brent Ward Randell, being hooded by his sister, Leanne Pinkerton, class of 2002. Savannah Sage Raymond. Joshua Allen Radelman. Travis Roman Reed, cum laude. Austin Drew Reagan. Sadia Raymond. John Edward Reiner. Stephanie M. Riemann. James Richardson, magna cum laude. Andrea Marie Richer. Craig Allen Robinson. Jill Marie Robinson, cum laude. Nazanin Salehi. Armin Salat. Stephen Kyle Sibo. Daniel Sedemeyer. Kelly Alexis Seed. Matthew Thomas Shaler. Tamara Sharkey. Sammy Rab Sadaki. Joshua Ray Sinif. Walker M. Smith. Harsimran Sabati. Allegra Jove Stearns. Tiffany Lynn Sumrall, summa cum laude. Roger Tavira. Michael Bradley Taylor, magna cum laude and recipient of Distinguished Service Award. Spencer Tufts Taylor. Kaylin Hidpes Javere. Nicholas Joseph Testa. Amanda Marie Thinpoint. Marcia Donna Thomas Blades. Catherine E. Timms. Caitlin Ray Travis. Henry Victor Ubelacher. Denaz Valdeva. Janelle Valdez. Nicole Vanek, cum laude. Michael Ventacia. Caleb David Villarreal. Lisa Version. Jasmine Vu. Benjamin Lawrence Wallen. Crystal Walsh, receiving a Juris Doctor from UH Law Center and MBA Bauer College of Business. Elva Wang. Shin Wang. Young Wang. Frazier Frederick Wayne, receiving a joint degree, UH Law Center and University of Calgary. Jonathan Andrew Werlang. Amy Nicole Westergren, cum laude. Christina Dawn White, magna cum laude. Thomas William White, Jr., cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Whittington. Daniel C. Willard. Wesley Allen Williams. Ian Andrew Wright, cum laude. Chuck Ang Yi. Hannah Bloom Young. Jackie Zong. David James Brissett Zolno. Angela Obi Odepa, concentration, energy, environment, and natural resources.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So congratulations to all our graduates. This is a day that you've been waiting for. So family and friends, give them a round of applause. So this is a very special day. It's a very special day for all of you, and it's a really special day for our faculty and our staff and the alums, because this is a day that we all prepare all of you for. This is a day when you started, this is a day that we anticipated that you would have and you would end with our degree. So we are incredibly proud of each and every one of you and your families and your friends who supported you all the time that you were in law school. Again, it really deserves another round of applause. I would like to now introduce our class speaker, Michael Bradley Taylor, as... Wait a second. As Brad would say, we live in the same building, but I'm on a higher floor, is what he would say. That's a quote. So Brad is the past recipient of 3 Lex Awards for the highest grades in constitutional law, property law, statutory interpretation and regulation. He's also served as the past year as senior articles editor for the Houston Law Review. We can applaud him. He was vice president of the American Constitutional Law Society. He has served as tutor for Professor Lonnie Hoffman and Professor Teddy Rave. He's also worked as a research assistant for Professor Jim Hawkins. And Brad is an exemplar. He's an example, an excellent example of the power of legal education in action, for his help in working with his fellow classmates and mentoring them and helping them. So let's give Michael Bradley Taylor a round of applause. He's going to give the speech on behalf of the graduates. Michael Bradley Taylor.
Dean Baines, faculty and administration, guests, and my fellow graduates, congratulations. This should take about 7 minutes, and then we can get on with our celebrating. But I do want to speak seriously for a second. Most of you know me, so you won't be surprised to learn that I spent a lot of time thinking about what this speech really is before moving on to what its content should be. And I'm actually going to walk through a bit of that preliminary thinking because I think it will help explain or justify what comes next. So I did some research, and the conventional wisdom about student speakers is that they speak on behalf of the class or for the class. And I don't like this idea for 2 reasons. The first reason is that if I'm speaking for you, then I'm not really sure who I'm speaking to. The only real option is our friends and family, but our friends and family have struggled with us and suffered with us through the past several years, and I don't think they need to be told about how proud we are. I think they need to share in that pride of this accomplishment. So I don't think distinguishing between us and them right now is appropriate. So that's the first reason, the lack of an audience. The second reason that I am not in favor of this idea of speaking for you is that I don't think anyone could adequately do the job. We have this vast array of paths to law school and experiences that have motivated us through it. And given all of these stories and these backgrounds and these obstacles to where we are today, the idea that a single voice could speak for all of us is at best a little silly. The idea that that voice might be mine, I don't think even rises to the level of silly. So rather than speaking for you, I've decided that I'm going to speak to you. This created its own problems. Primarily, we have the same education, so there's nothing about the law or about law school that I can tell you that you don't already know. So my solution, I'm going to remind you of 2 things about the degree that you essentially have received today or will sometime this evening. And I'm also going to speak a bit more personally than I usually do when addressing crowds this large. The first thing I want to remind you of is actually something that this degree does not mean. Having a JD, being a lawyer, does not mean that your conclusions are necessarily correct. I don't like it either, but it really shouldn't be too hard of a pill to swallow. If you made it through law school without learning that you are wrong about 50% of the time, then you are either superhuman or you never had a class with Professor Ragazzo. So that's the first thing. We are occasionally wrong. The second thing, which is sort of the flip side of the first, is that there are people who will assume that your conclusions are correct, or at least will give them more weight, merely because you are a lawyer. I know this happens because I was guilty of this sort of thinking before coming to law school. Dean Burke likes this. But I mean, there is some logic to it, right? We live in a country of laws. Lawyers spend all their time with laws, so one could infer that lawyers have a special knowledge or special understanding of the political and social issues of the day. But what I failed to understand then was that the law really is such a highly technical body of knowledge that familiarity with it or even mastery of it doesn't necessarily confer any special insights into the day-to-day sorts of issues that come up in newspapers, if anybody reads those, and the over-dinner conversations. So when we put these 2 ideas together, on the one hand that we are occasionally wrong, and on the other that people might assume that we are right, I think it creates for us today, as opposed to 3 years ago, it creates for us a greater obligation to seriously and carefully think through our opinions and conclusions. And not just our legal conclusions, all of our conclusions. Artistic conclusions, cultural, social, political, all of our conclusions. And this isn't easy. It's not even fun most of the time. Sometimes it's fun. But here's the good news. The process of reaching considered conclusions. It requires identifying the decisive factors, weighing those factors, and coming to a reasoned decision based on that weighing. This should sound familiar because it's what we've been doing ever since we got here. The subject matter may be a little different, and the conclusions may actually be important this time around, but the process is essentially the same, and that process is something that we are good at. And I know that we're good at it because I know so many of you. And in so many different situations, in class, in the carols, the commons, in that freezing basement, in every situation, I have seen you think, and I have seen you solve problems, and you have made me better for it. Being surrounded by so many smart people who are so willing to chase down any interesting idea at literally any hour of the day or night has been the greatest pleasure of my entire education. And it's what I'll miss. I will miss the atmosphere that we created in this place together, which of course is why I am urging you to bring that same tendency, that intellectual tenacity into your post-law school lives. It is a responsibility that this degree has placed upon us, and if met, I think it would be, like today, something that we could be extremely proud of. All right, our time is up. We must move on to the next thing. But before we do, one last time, congratulations, and thank you all so much.
Thank you, Brad. Graduates, you're about to join a dynamic network of alumni of influence that extends locally, nationally, and internationally. And here to welcome you to that network is Richard Whiteley, who's president of the UH Law Alumni Association. Over the past 2 years, Richard and I have become very good friends, and he probably is very happy to know that I didn't use PowerPoint slides for this convocation. And it was limited in amount, right? There were none, and in fact, he has encouraged me to limit my use of PowerPoint slides. But that's another note. So Richard is a partner at Bracewell Law Firm. He represents and counsels clients in litigation, trial work, arbitration, bankruptcy, adverse proceedings, some IP. He has been named Texas Super Lawyer and Rising Star by Thomson Reuters. Richard earned his Bachelor's of Science degree from University of Houston and graduated magna cum laude from the University of Houston Law Center in 1999. He's a double cougar. So please join me in welcoming Richard Whiteley, JD from the class of 1999 and president of our Law Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dean Baines. Dean Baines has been wonderful for this law school, and I think we should all stand and applaud the excellent job that he has done with his vision for the Law Center. I am proud and honored to extend congratulations to the class of 2016 from the more than 14,000 alumni of the University of Houston Law Center. Congratulations. You're almost there, and I realize I am the last person standing between you and a great celebration with your family and your friends and your classmates, so do not worry, I will be very brief. I only have a few things to impart to you. First, be true to your legal education. Second, have pride in your legal education. And third, be passionate with your legal education. Dean Baines is exactly right. Today, you have been empowered by the power of a legal education. You have earned something more valuable than you realize. The power of a legal education is a real force. I have seen it change lives many times and right many wrongs. With that power comes responsibility. If you only remember one thing, remember to please be true to your legal education. Always put the interests of your clients that you serve above your own. Be zealous when you advocate, but always put truth and candor above the temptation to win the wrong way. And be true to yourself. The power that comes with a legal education can be destructive. Use that power wisely and judiciously. Be proud of your legal education. You are part of a rich history from a great, fine law school that I believe is the best law school in the United States. You are connected to thousands of others that want to help you succeed. To your left and to your right and in front of you and behind you are not only your classmates, but your future colleagues, your future clients, future judges, and employers. Maintain those relationships. Keep in touch. Those relationships will serve you well. Be proud of your legal education. Be proud of who you are and where you came from. This is a great law school, and it has done and will do great things for you in the future. As president of the Law Alumni Association, I can tell you that our mission statement is to foster pride in the law school, to bring our alumni together, and to collectively give back to the school that has been so great to all of us. Connect with your alums. Come to the events put on through the Law Center Alumni Association. And when you're ready and able, give back to help our future graduating classes. You can give back in many ways, by bringing pride to the school, or by being a mentor to a young law student or a young lawyer. And I have to shout out to my mentee this year, Josh Christopher. Good luck, Josh. Finally, be passionate with the power of your legal education. Dean Baines is a great example of passion, and so is Ruben Ramirez and his entire family. Knowing the law and making an argument are important, but don't ever forget how important passion can be, how powerful it can be, how persuasive it can be. Passion can also be a gauge for you. If you cannot be passionate about what you are doing, you need to think about what you are doing. Good luck, class of 2016. Remember, be true, have pride, and practice with passion. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Class of 2016. Class of 2016. Now I can hear you. You have now been empowered with a well-earned degree from one of the top law schools in the nation. This fact will never be lost on employers, and it should never be lost on you. And as you move forward with your careers and your accomplishments, I encourage you to become ethical and effective advocates for your clients and to dream big and reap the benefits of your commitment and hard work. And dreams are really important because unless you dream, you'll never achieve what you want, what may be possible for you. So I now invite all graduates, their families and friends, faculty, distinguished guests, alumni to join us for a reception back at the Law Center immediately following this convocation. These exercises are now concluded, and I would ask the audience to remain seated while our graduates exit this pavilion. So thank you. This is a very special day for all of you. So another round of applause.